one's personality is defined by the magnitude of that problem which is capable of driving a person out of his wits. Welcome to this magnificent and enriching night of argument and dissent. This is Unfathomable. Tonight we have gathered here for another mega debate on the topic physical strength versus mental strength. Our honorable judge is Rainbow, and the host of this event are Sunanda and Dinesh, who will let us know the rules and regulation of the debate. So without much delay, I would like to invite them so that we can start this debate.
Yes, thank you, Unfathomable. Hello, everyone. First of all, a very good evening to everyone who is present here. Introducing myself, I'm Dinesh Singh, yours today's host, and my co-host today is one of the favorites when it comes to hosting Sunanda. Today's debate topic is mental health versus physical health. What is health? Health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. So, I would like to introduce my today's co-host, Sunanda. Over to you, Sunanda, now.
Yes, thank you, Dinesh. So, a very good evening to everyone present over here. Like my co-host has already introduced the things, and he has beautifully introduced me as well. So, without wasting much time, I shall introduce with the rules and regulation that we are going to follow in today's debate. So, basically, we have two cycles in a debate. The first cycle, Team A member has to express his or her view for 3 minutes, and in that, Team B is going to counter their points for 1 minute, and the other team has to answer the counter in 1 minute. The similar thing will happen with Team B, and the counter questions will go along with that. In the second cycle, there will be only one round. In this round, 2 candidates from Team A and 2 from Team B will be taken, and they will debate among each other. And this round will take place for about 10 minutes. So without wasting much time, so Dinesh, shall we start the debate?
Yes, we should. So, as the rules
Yes.
are already clear as of now, so without wasting any more time, let's start straight away. So, from my team, the very first participant which I would like to invite is, yes, just give me a minute. Yes, Priya, are you here?
Yes, Dinesh.
Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. So, good evening, everyone. Thanks to all of you to giving me this wonderful opportunity to speak. So, I'm in favor of mental health. According to me, mental health is essential for leading a happy life. It affects how we feel, how we think, and how we live our life by showing our emotional, psychological, and sociological well-being. Prioritizing mental health is, of course, a critical situation. While many doctors may consider physical health to be the foundation of a productive life, if you examine the chemical effect of the mind on the body, it is clear that mental health is the driver of your physical health. So, thought are the mental link to the environment that allow you to access the situation second by second in order to make choices that allow you to survive and thrive. If our thoughts are pleasant, our body will secrete a positive energy. So mental health play a crucial role in relationship also. The link between mental health and relationship is one of the most compelling reason for its importance. Mental illness might have an impact on how we interact with our friends, with our family. Mental illness frequently result in passive aggressiveness, hostility, and incapacity to participate in social activities also. So this may result to conflict with our friend and family. Mental illness has the potential to compel us to overthrow our loved ones for no apparent reason. So in the other hand, mental health affects physical health. How? It's linked between the mental health and the physical health. Mental illness can introduce stress and have an effect on our immune system. As a result, our body ability to cope with illness may be preserved, and a sick mind can lead to anxiety and sadness, both of which can make it difficult to move about and stay active. So the mind body connection is well stabilized, which is why mental health awareness is so crucial. So mental health also related to the emotional well-being. Without mental health, physical health cannot be worked. Every day, how we feel on the inside as just as important as how physical health you are. So mental health advised demonstrate how a negative mind can help you feel down, irritated, and disturbed. Taking care of your emotional well-being can help us to be productive and effective at work and in our daily activities. To maintain track of our daily routine, overall being, we can seek mental health advice from friends, family, and psychological also. As per some studies, poor mental health put one at the increased risk of committed suicide.
30
It also
seconds
lead
left. Try
to
to conclude.
okay. One of the many big reason why it's crucial to look over the mental health is that it boosts our overall productivity and financial security. According to research published in the American Journal of Psychological, it has been proved that without mental health, we should not compromise our physical health. Thank you so much.
Yeah, exactly, Priya. Yeah, well said. So, Sunanda, who is going to come from your team now to counter her?
Yes, I would like to invite Kaushal.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are completely audible. Go on.
So Priya, you told about the mental health. You might be knowing about the like 1.9 billion people in the world are suffering from depressions and obesity. Like you can be fit by mental health. So but I think is you can't have the physical exercises. Like you can't be physically fit for being mentally fit. So my question is like how you could deal with the obesity if you are mentally fit. Thank you.
Yes, Kaushal,
Yeah, Priya.
very good question. But I think without mental health, how physical health is not possible because our brain give commands to our all whole body. If our brain is not supported, so how we can do the physical exercise and how we can fight with the obesity. Our mind is the main thing. It commands our whole body. That's it.
Yeah, thank you, Priya and Kaushal. So, Sunanda, who is going to come from your team now?
Yes, from my team, Kaushal is going to lead.
Okay. So good evening, gentlemen and gentlewomen. I Kaushal Sairawat from Team B speaking in favor of physical health. So what do you mean by physical health? If I speak normally, it is the condition of your body functioning normally at all levels of body. So how you can improve your physical health? By sleeping well, by eating well, by being physically active, having good hygiene, getting enough relaxation. So it's not a big deal for being physically fit. You can do it in your regular activities. So what are the advantages of being a physically fit person? So you could be physically more active. You can improve your brain health, and it would help you managing your weight. It would improve your ability to do everyday activities and whatnot. You might be knowing about, you guys might be knowing about that 1.9 billion in the world, and more than 10 million are in India are suffering from obesity. Obesity has become a very big issue in the current time, and people are getting depressed, and mental health is affected due to obesity. There is a study that 43% of adults who are depressed are suffering for obesity, and study told that the people who aren't overweight are have less chances of depression. So what I think is we can improve the mental health by doing exercises and and maintain we can sorry I repeat again, we can improve the mental health by doing exercises and maintaining our physical health. But we can't improve the physical health by having a good mental health. So stay fit and give your best in day-to-day activities. Thank you.
Thank you, Kaushal. You really rocked the stage. So, Dinesh, who is going to
Yes.
counter?
So from my side, I think Priya is the one who will like to counter him. Yeah, Priya.
Is she available?
I think there is some network issue. So Sayanva, you want to counter him? Please do.
Yeah, I can counter him. As he was talking about obesity, I think obesity is a problem. There is no issue in that. But I think majority of people are in depression because of bad state of mind, because of these, I can say, because of the modern rush of life. I think because mental state of mind is not actually relaxed. How can you Kaushal, I think, was just speaking. So what is your point on depression? I think that is more, I can say, ponderous problem than that obesity. I think.
Thank you for your question. And my answer to this is, you might be knowing about the depression and how we can help, how we can get rid of that. So there are many factors for depression. There are not any single factor that you are mentally ill or physical hit. There are many factors for that, but you can get rid of that by doing physical exercises. Many psychologists also tell that you should meditate, you should stay physically fit, so that you can fight towards the depression. And what you cannot do by the physical activities, like if your physical health is active, you are active, you can improve your brain and you can improve your mental health. So what I think is, you can get rid of the depression from the physical health, but if you are having a wrong mental health, you can't get a good physical health. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Kaushal. So over to you, Dinesh.
Yes. So from my side, Desire, are you here?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Good evening, everyone. So, first of all, I'm very glad to be a part of this debate, and thank you so much for giving me this golden opportunity where I can share my thoughts. So, now I'm moving to the topic. So, in my point of view, I believe that mental health is very important in comparison to the physical health, because if you're not looking after your mental health, you could become frustrated, right? Or you are like depressed and you may kill yourself or hurt someone else also. So mental health determines the physical action of your body. Therefore, with poor mental health, you could experience all kind of symptoms that you may not have normally experienced. So if your mental health is not stable, or you can say poor mental health can cause many physical problems like sleeping disorders, difficulty in concentrating, obesity, and loss of appetites, irritability. So all those kind of things can happen if your mental health is not stable. And another thing I can explain, that if the mental health is not treated on the time, it can be more chronic or severe or more harder to recover from the physical health. Because I have seen in news like there is a general lack of understanding of the importance of physical health or emotional health in many countries around the world. Particularly the countries hold on to traditional values. Nowadays, people are covering up their emotional status for fear of being shamed in the society. And I can relate the situation in a particular word like stigma. So this stigma surrounding illness is still extremely prevalent in the society, and I believe that the person with emotional problems needs to have the courage to open up and admit that yeah, I have problem and I need to counsel someone and I should solve my problem, right? So mental health problems can affect our physical health, because as we all people know that there is a link between mind, body and feelings. So unless
30
we are
seconds
not
left.
mentally healthy, we cannot perform daily tasks, right? So let me take an example of a mother. So a mother only bear the physical pain during the delivery, or she is mentally prepared because she is eager for the outcome in the forms of a baby. So here she is mentally fit and strong because she can bear the pain happily, or she can cope up with the situation easily. So in a nutshell, I could say that the way we are feeding our body, as the same way, like the way we are feeding our body for a good physical health, we should also feed our mind for a good mental health. Thank you.
Thank you, Desire. Yes. You made few very good and strong points. Yes, Sunanda, so from your team, who is going to come now to counter her?
Yes. I would like to invite Ajit to counter.
Am I audible?
Yes, go on.
Yeah. Okay, Suranda. Thank you. My question to you is, you said that if we have a healthy mental body, we healthy mental state, or we can face all the problems that our body might. That is not at all true. Take an instance when if our body is not physically active, how are we going to face our health problems? You cannot say that mind or body is just a saying. You cannot say all our health problems will go away if our body is our mind is healthy and strong. For example, what if a weak heart, cholesterol, or sugar, or weak muscles? How you can say that if we have a strong mental health, our physical health will also be equally good? I don't think that is right. What do you say about that?
Okay, so that's a good question, and thank you for asking the question. So, Ajit, look here. So, if, as you told, that if someone is having cholesterol problems and those kind of problems, and if our mental health is not stable, so how that person will be able to deal with the situation? Tell me. Suppose that person is, in depression. Okay, my I'm having high cholesterol level, and due to that, I'm getting into depression. I'm thinking, okay, whether it will be cured or not. Maybe some doctor will suggest you, yes, it is curable, I will provide you some medication, or you have to do some different kind of things, right? But if you are not mentally healthy, if you're not able to tell your mind that yeah, it will be curable if you treat, if you consult a doctor. So here you can say that yes, mental health is necessary. Let me take an example. Another. Let me take another example. Suppose someone is having, someone is completely depressed, and he or she is taking alcohol, or he or she is adopting some bad habits like smoking, all those things, and that is the lead. That will lead to a main cause of cancer, or pulmonary disease, heart diseases. So what is happening? Due to the mental health problem, that person is suffering from that. And someone mentioned that obesity and weight gaining things, right? So why they're doing that? Because they wants to be physically fit, because they're looking around the world. Yeah, she or he is physically fit, why I'm not?
Please
So they're
conclude now.
comparing
Your
themselves.
time is
Okay, yeah, they're comparing their self with other people, right?
yeah.
So it's not a good thing to compare themselves. So I think we should be mentally fit, and we should not compare ourselves. So we should be mentally strong, right? And we should focus on our mental health instead of focusing on physical health. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Dija.
I just
Yes,
want
Sunanda. So,
I just want
Ajit, you cannot,
one thing.
only
I'm
once you
I'm
can
just
counter.
saying, I'm not countering. I'm just saying she's not answering to the question I asked. It's not fair. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Yes, Sunanda, over to you now.
So I would like to invite from our side Aditya.
Okay. Very good evening to all, respected judges, respected host, and honorable audience. Okay. So I am from like part B, team B, physical health. Okay. So guys, most of our guys automatically think physical health, like exercising, healthy eating, drinking water, etc. Like blah blah blah. Okay. So while play a large role in keeping our bodies in shape and functioning like properly, the most important thing is physical health. Okay. If you will get up at early morning, so obviously you will see the consequences, like you will feel fresh, active. Okay, you will able to reduce lots of things, like you will able to reduce the chances of chronic disease like diabetes, anxiety, depression, heart disease, and all the other kinds of disease. Okay, so like if you wake up in the morning, obviously this will like affects most on you. And physical health can affect your mental health also. Okay, in this way, like you can say such as lifestyle. Okay, staying active, because staying active throughout your day, getting enough sleep. Okay, like drinking water. Diet, second thing is diet, eating balanced food that nourish your body. And the third thing you can say is hygiene, keeping yourself and your environment clean and kept up. Okay, and from exercise you can do like using the strengthening your body muscles, relaxing, stretching, all those kinds of things. And if you will like not do those kinds of things, no, you can't. You are not going to be a great if you're focusing only towards your mental health. Okay, you have to focus on physical. I want to give one example to all of you. Suppose there are two speakers. Okay, one is mentally very strong and the one is like physically very strong. Okay, when you will make some debate between those speakers, what will happen? Like those who is mentally strong, okay, yeah, they are mentally strong, but due to lethargic tradition, due to sluggish manner, like he can't express that their opinion very well manner. He can't express. Okay, but the person who is physically strong, like physically fit, feeling very active, okay, no any sluggish, very active, with full tilt and full enthusiasm, the person will speak very well. Okay, very loud voice so that we understand very well like whatever he's saying, whatever like he or her is saying. That the things is most important. And the second thing that I wanted to say to all of you, like those people who are who having some schedules work up, get bed and okay, and work up in very not in early morning. So what is happening with those kinds of people? Like they are losing two things. The first one, they are also not taking proper rest, and the second thing, they are also not taking fresh air, and they are not doing exercise. When they will do exercise, obviously they will able to do those kinds of things. They will able to be fresh, cool, feel okay, activity, getting positive vibes, trying to connect with the spiritual world and all the other kinds of things. So that's the thing I wanted to say to all of you. So that's why I'm saying, yeah, obviously both are important. The most important is guys physical health. Okay, you can think in different, like in an early child. Okay, when they are in a childhood age. Okay, so what is happening? Our parents they are giving all rights. Yeah, try to relax your body, try to do some exercise, jump and crawling and all the other kinds of things, because they know if they will focus on their physical health, obviously they will able to reform their mental health also. And from physical health, I know the person is saying about the physical health, like anxiety and depression. There was the symptoms of mental health. No, not mental health. Okay, they are the symptoms of physical health, guys. Like if you do exercise, you can't remove all those kinds of things. What is depression? You are taking long race, okay, and you are walking up. You say, hey, what happened? Oh my god, I lost those work. Oh my god, I got sleep lots of time. No, I think I should be ready. So be active and you will able to do all kinds of work. You having no any pending work. Okay, try to remove procrastination thinking. These all are the symptoms of, you can say, physical health. Do exercise and you will see the consequence. What is the consequence? Do meditation and do all the other exercise. Okay, there are lots of exercise, yoga, different kinds of yoga, and you will see the consequences. What exactly the benefits? And people don't know. They are not doing those kinds of things. That's why they don't know about those kinds of things. That's why I'm here to aware about those kinds of people. It is because I have to win the debate. No, I want to aware you all about those kinds of things. Do this, and you will see the consequences. Okay, and I'm going to also give one example. In a industry sector, lots of people are spiritual person and all the others, like good motivator and debater. Okay, so good motivator. They also believe on exercise, and from exercise you can get lots of things. Even though your factory is like damaging, and you will be happy at that time because you know how I have to build. How can I build those kinds of things? You can easily make it because you know you're physically strong. You can run up and you can work for a long time, and you can achieve those kinds of things. So that's the thing I wanted to express in front of all audience. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Today is my first time in this debate, but I'm feeling so much. I'm feeling well. Thank you to all of you.
Thank you so much, Aditya. You really made it clear that health is wealth. And after hearing your speech, I literally feel like I should get up early morning and do some exercise. So over to you, Dinesh.
Yes, thank you, Sunanda. Yes, from my side, Bittu, are you here? Bittu,
Yeah.
are you here? Yeah.
Yeah,
Please
yeah.
try to
Yes,
counter
please.
him. Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, so Aditya, like there is no denying the fact that mental health and physical health are related to each other and are really well organized. We can't distinguish with both of them. But my question is, which is important? So the same way I would quote an example, like if you are given a choice that either you could be physically fit, like let's say Sushant Singh Rajput, and are suffering depression at the same time. Another person is like Paralympian. You are not physically fit, you are, but still like you are having some achievements and you are pretty good going with your mental health and you are living a peaceful life. So out of these people, two people, whom would you like to choose and why?
Exactly, we do. Well question. Okay, first of all, I would like to say one thing to you. Like, if you don't know the exact reason, okay, if you don't know the exact reason why Samson got died, if you don't know, no issue. Okay, I want to say one thing. I having one quotation. Exercise by itself is a powerful medicine. Okay, and through this you can you can remove those kinds of problem. You can remove all those problems. Maybe you can say like Sushant Singh having no any ideas, no any habits to do exercise and all the other kinds of things. We can say like this.
Yeah, let's move to the other round. You now, yeah, valid turn is over. So now from my side, Silent Boy, are you here?
Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible, perfectly audible.
Okay, I just got a line. I just got a line from the opponent's side that health is wealth. That actually the true words are that if character is lost, everything is lost. If health is lost, something is lost. So character is all about your mental state, okay, your mindset, okay, how much positive you are, what's your behavioral approach, how much behaviorally you are excellent. Okay, it's all about your character. So let me be practical, a little bit practical. I think, you know, our computer, which you mostly everyone nowadays uses computer. You know, the CPU is there. That's called the brain of computer. That actually directs, that guides. Okay, that is actually that holds the, I can say, brain of computer. That's called software. Software that directs, okay, that guides the computer. So it's all, if you know, it's hardware. That is just a piece of, you can say, that metal, etc. That doesn't have so much value. But the value, computer is known for its software functions. Computer is known for its the actions, the direction it's giving through software. So that is actually our brain in our body. Our body is just a skeletal, our physical, our skin, this is just a skeletal. Okay, it's like that computer hardware. It's not in comparison to that software. The hardware don't have so much value. I can say it is part, but not as much. Software do have, I can say, its value is, I can say, much more than hardware. So in that context, so this kind of, I can say, brain, it need to be expanded. It, like in computer, we need to update the software in that context. This software of mine, it need to be updated. It need to be, I can say, reformed, or it need to be revamped through books. So these are books which makes your mind strong, which makes your mind set up, I can say, mental, I can say, ability more strong, more positive. Okay, so this is normally when we come across to know that attitude is everything. Where comes attitude comes. So I think that attitude comes from your brain. So this mental state of mind is very much important for the successful life. So if you, it's normally said that a human brain consumes only 2% of its capacity. Once we consume only 5% of capacity of our mind, we will reach to we will touch the sikai. So this is actually why these physical, this is why actually nowadays people are just more stressing on physical health. What will do you after attaining a great physical health? Which way you are going? But I'm saying you use your mind, just feed your mind with good thoughts, positive thoughts. That the thoughts comes through books, that the thoughts comes through meditation. Once you be in nature, you will get that food for your mental health. So you will be definitely be going to be a
30
strong
seconds
body.
left.
So only, I think I have to conclude that attitude is everything. Attitude lies in your mind. Attitude lies in your psychology. So physical is important. You can be still a good physical, have a good physical body if you eat less. So don't underestimate the importance of mind. Thank you.
Yeah, very well said, Silent Boy. Yes. So Sunanda, who is going to come from your team to counter him?
Rohit is going to counter.
Hey, hello everyone. First of all, I want to say we are talking about human body, physical health, not about to computer. Brother, he was mentioned before. The very important thing is like that CPU, like that, all those things. So we are talking about physical health. In in healthy body, physically, you can do anything if you are physically healthy. So let's take an example. If you wanna do something, at the time we are debating, if you are not physically healthy, so you can't do anything. because if you get a fever at the time, you can't debate on the topic. So if you are not physically healthy, so how can you do anything? Yeah, I know that you should be healthy as well mentally, because if you are mentally healthy, so you can like guide your body to do anything. But at the same time, if you are not physically healthy, you don't have any if you don't have hands and legs, so how can you do anything? Could you please tell me about that?
I'll say you, brother, the people who are handicapped, those who don't have legs, they are turning the tables. They are bringing revolution in the world. So you have misconception. Thank you.
No, brother. Those person are exception. If you are talking about Stephen Hawking, so the person, he was exception. Every person can't do every person can't do these type of things. So we have to talking about our surroundings rather than talking about any exception.
Okay, accepted. Carry on. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. It was a very good clash.
Yes,
Yes.
thank
So
you,
who is
everyone.
going to come from your side now? Yes.
Yes. So from my side, as the name already suggests that the person is Legend, so I would like to call Legend from Team B. So Legend, the stage
Am
is
I
all
audible?
yours. Rock it. Yes, you are.
So, good evening to all gentlemen, gentlewomen, dear judges and hostages, all participants, as well as all good listeners. So, as per my perception, good health, eating for having a good health, eating a healthy diet, having a healthy diet, or having a good food is plays an important role. It also plays a crucial role. If we are also having a regular exercise, we can maintain our good health. Also, socially good environment. Also, having socially good relationship with other peoples in our surrounding also can affect our both physical and mental health. As I give an example, in my locality, there is one man who is 80 years old, and he is physically fit because he does yogas every day. And I won't lie, but he is taking a lecture of maths from morning till night. He is having the class of 9th, 10th, and 11th, 12th, 12th. He teaches them for 1 hour in a day, each batch. And you can't believe that he is 80 years old, but then also he is having that much strength that he can teaches to the students maths at this age. At the age of the 80 years, the most of the peoples are suffering from some sort of disease and all. They're also not having that much of energy to get up and go for the exercise and all. But the man, the sir, which is in our locality, he is in a day he go for a long distance walk. He just walk in every day, and he just keep his health very well. Also, he is doing yogas and all. So by doing yoga and walking for a long distance in a day keeps his health better. And also I can give one example, like uh, before getting mentally fit, we should want to get physically fit, because you can't be mentally fit unless you are physically fit. uh, I can give an example of an aircraft. See, if aircraft is not well or good, if an aircraft is not good, someone says that get up, come on, fly to an aircraft. It will not fly. Perhaps it will fly, but not it will take off only, because he is not having that much of energy. If it will take off. If aircraft is taking off, even though if he is not having energy, it will crash or it will won't fly, because no power to get takeoff of that aircraft. If you are saying that, man, that you are mentally good and enough, but the thing is that you should also want to be physically fit and all. Because I've just given the example of that sir, which is in our locality. He is having a good mental health as well as he has maintained his physical health. Even though if he is having the good physical health, if even though if he is having a good mental health and he is not having the good physical health, the talent of his at the age of 80 is of no use. At this age of also at 18, he is utilizing his energy while taking the lectures of the students, and at this age also he is making money. That's all from my side.
Yes,
Thank you,
Legend. Thank
Legend.
you. Yes, Sunanda. So from my side, Saran Boy, are you here? He will come once again to counter. Will try to counter him.
Mm. Yeah, Legend. Do you know during the COVID times it was said just stay positive. Diseases don't keep calendar. Disease may hit us anytime. So that time, our medical advisory was that time that keep positive attitude. What was that positive attitude? Don't you think that was the state of mindset? So where that physical which you are boosting so much, where that physical fitness had gone that time?
Yeah, but I was also talking about the yoga. Yoga you is the not thing which you should want to go on the ground and do it. You can do it at the home also. The man was doing he was also doing the yoga at his home at the time of the corona period. Yeah, you can do yoga, and also you can walk if you are having a large home. You can walk over there from here to there, and you can do yoga at home. This is also a part of the physical health.
Yes. Thank you, Legend. So, Dinesh, who is coming next from your side?
Yes. Sorry, that was some network issue. Yes. So from my side, Bittu, are you here?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Dinesh.
Please go ahead.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. So, since my teammates have been covering well all the general points regarding mental health, so I would like to specifically explain regarding subconscious mind. So, as you will all have heard the term subconscious mind, like giving a deep explanation, I would say that it is that unconscious part of our brain that accounts for almost 90 or 95% of the instant actions that we took. For example, if we touch a hot utensil, it will quickly send a reaction to our brain that you should pull out your hand quickly, immediately. So, it is based. Our actions gets based on the experience that we have had in our life till date. So having mental health is really important. For example, if you want to uplift your physical capabilities, you would be doing exercise, lifting weights, etc. In the same way, you should also do some mental exercises. So that will increase your mental capability and will also increase your subconscious mind actions. For example, if a person is not mentally fit in such situations while facing fire or these hot utensils, etc., he will not be able to take those immediate actions. And such kind of person is is really victim of these mishappenings and is very likely to harm itself. So that's why mental health is really important. And now, moreover, like talking about the exercises which can be performed for mental health. So some are like meditation. It really increases your focus power and also have positive emotional effects on you. You are able to have good control over your emotions. Second would be like having the affirmation ability, that in every situation you are able to quickly get out of negative thoughts. Whatever is happening in the life, you are hopeful and you would be able to curb the situation really quickly. So because the way you thought, the actions and your surrounding will become like that. So that's why it is really important to be hopeful. And another types of mental exercises could be like as simple as having a cold shower. Because if I say human bodies is like that, that we are lazy by mind. And also we want to always be in our comfort zone. So if you are taking a cold shower at every, let's say 2-3 days, your mind would send signals that please don't do it, don't get out of comfort zone. There could be some problems. So if you are able to do this, so next time, like if you have taken a shower, next time it won't be that difficult. While you will all agree that the
30 seconds
coldness of
left.
water doesn't get decreases. Yeah. So, but the only thing that has happened, like since you have already tried, so next time you would be less reluctant to perform the same action. So that is how you can like also analyze that your mental capability has increased. Same way, like other actions could be having a fast for one day, or delete, as simple as deleting Telegram for 1 or 2 days, or any other thing that gives you a feel good factor, like running social site, etc. So that's why how you will be able to control your emotions, and your ability to focus will increase.
Yes,
Anxiety, depression will.
time is up. Yes, Ritu, thank you. Yeah, sometimes it's very necessary to get out of our comfort zone in order to share our views, thoughts when we are suffering from depression. Yeah, it was a very good point. Yes, Sunanda. So who is going to come from your team now to counter him?
Yes. Shanu, you there?
Am I audible?
Yes, yes. So Shanu is
Okay.
going to counter, and you're completely audible.
Okay. So my brother, as you have already spoken a lot of things about, how can we improve our mental health. You didn't speak about the things which is about to, contract over here. So I would like to ask you a question is that you just said about conscious mind, how it works. Is this a really a relevant topic that you should have spoken about? Because the thing which is being really different is that it's about mental health versus physical health. And you didn't even speak about why mental health is more important than the physical one. So is it something which can be included as a good things or bad? Because you just spoke. You didn't spoke relevant things.
Okay, sir. So as I already cleared when I started speaking, since all the points are being covered by my teammates, since it is a long session, so I spoken specifically regarding these 2 points. And if we compare, as if you remember the question I asked, so that makes clear that if you have to choose, if in any one of them, then you should be choosing the mental health itself, because even if you are physically fit and you are suffering from a mental illness,
Look,
so in a
you're
long
not answering the
run,
things which I asked actually. You are just adding another points and all. It is not the time to speak, okay? You should have spoken that time, these kind of things. Right now you're speaking all these things. Does it really matter a lot?
if you want to get into an offended way, I
Yeah,
really
okay.
thought
It's not about the offending.
Shanu and
It's not
Bitu.
about the.
Yes, yes. Your
Shanu, you can
valid
just
turn is
answer the
over.
question.
Okay, your valid turn is over. Let's move to the other round. Thank you, Sanu and Bitu. Yes, Sunanda, over to you now. Who is going to come from your team now?
Okay. So from our side, Vivek is going to come.
Hello, am I audible? Hello.
Yes,
You
yes,
are
you're
audible.
audible.
Okay. So hello guys. Hope you all are doing well. And I am in the favor of physical health. So let us start. Okay. So if we talk about the physical health, we know that there is a connection between our physical health and mind ability. We know that whenever we do something good, according to our physical health, it actually changes our mood and also our thoughts. So we can say that physical health is also connected with our what we think and what we feel in our life. Okay, and you know that sometimes you also I think have felt maybe felt in your life that physical means good physical appearance, and that comes from the good physical health sometimes, and that can also increase our confidence level. You know, these things I felt on myself that whenever I stand in front of the mirror, and if my muscles and my whole body part are good, then definitely I think that we will feel confident when we wear good clothes on a good physical healthy body. Okay, and when we physically fit, when we will be physically fit, we will find that our mental health will automatically changes, and good health will not come in our way of doing our work, and when our body becomes disease free, and there is a concept in Ayurveda that is called as feel light. So sometimes when we are in our perfect healthy state, then our body feels very light. Okay, and that is the stage when our body does not create any restrictions in our daily course in our life. So that is the perfect healthy condition of a human being. Okay, and exercise is actually a proven way to greatly reduce our day-to-day stress and increase levels of happiness, reduce sadness and loneliness. Okay, and sometimes I also have felt in my life that whenever we do some hardcore workout in 1 or 2 days in a week, then definitely we can also feel a sense of achievement. And when we do hard work in that, we definitely will feel in ourselves that it is a confident. We feel very confident after doing these things. Okay, and it reduces depression and anxiety. And there is also a thing doing exercise release feel good hormones that are called as endorphins. Okay, and which help us to relax and feel more pleasure and feel less pain. Okay, and these hormones reduce the cortisol level, and cortisol is a hormone which actually is connected with our stress. Okay, so particularly we can say that doing exercise reduce the stress level in our body and also release the feel good hormones which drive us in our life. Okay, and it can also help brain in making more dopamine and serotonin chemicals which are responsible for our feeling good attitude in our life. Okay, it also decreases the feelings of loneliness and boosts our mood. And our physical health is also directly connected with our social interaction and our social adaptability. Because we know that when we go to the park or any platform like this, like gym and anything else, then this thing can change our health in a good way, and also we become socially adaptable, and we will be easily able to build good communication skills, and we'll also be able to make good friends and make good social interaction with other people in our life, and it can also increase the self-esteem and sense of self-worth. And there was actually a study, which was done in USA, and in that study it was found that around 1.2 million adults across the US found that on an average there is 43.2% reduction in the number of poor health days experienced by those who exercise regularly as compared to those who don't exercise regularly. And according to a study, more than 1/4 of adults across the world don't get through exercise. And we are also nowadays feeling different types of health issues in India also, because people are nowadays, I don't say that they have not the time, but whenever people say that they don't have the time for their exercise and for their good health, they actually are saying that this is not their priority. Okay, so for most of the people, health is not their priority, and mostly people in India, we don't awake whenever the things become worse. Okay, so I think that we should make the physical health as a priority, and this will also direct it to a good mental health. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vivek. Your speech was really very much encouraging towards physical health. Apart from that, you gave a lot of facts and data on that. I must say the speech made the team be one step ahead. So Dinesh, yes, over to you.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, Vivek, it was a good one. And you mentioned about depression and anxiety. And let's see what my team is. So who is going to come from my team? Flower, are you ready?
Yes, I'm there. Okay,
Yeah,
so
please.
Vivek, my question to you, if you are the good in the physical health, okay, and if you are not good, in the mental health, so what is the benefit there? If your mind is not working properly, so how can you do anything without your helping the mind? This is my question to you.
Okay. I will be glad to answer this question. Actually, what happens when we do physical work and we push ourselves in that thing, we actually also building our mind. And do you know about the David Goggins? And there was a book also he written, and the name was "It Can't Hurt Me." And in that book, it was actually said that our mind means cannot always guide us in a good way. Actually, he said that whenever we start doing something, then the mind says different types of things. Like it is my personal experience that when I started running, and actually I'm not habitual of running 10 kilometers a day, but one day I decided in myself that I will do that run completely. Okay, so the mind comes in that in first, but later when I guided that actually helped me in that thing to complete that. So ultimately, by doing physical exercises, this will create a good mental ability, and by pushing ourselves in uh, in the workout, we definitely will be able to build a strong mind. Okay.
Yes.
Hope I counter your question.
Yes.
Thank you, Vivek
Thank you,
and
Flower
Fleur.
and Vivek. Sir.
Okay. Thank
Yes,
you.
Sunanda. Yes, Sunanda. B team's turn now.
Yes, Dinesh. So who is coming from your side?
Yes, Sunanda. Yes. So Flower, you are here.
Yes, I'm here.
It's your turn now. Yeah, please.
Okay. Yeah, thanks for giving me so beautiful opportunity. And today I'm going to favor of the mental health. So in my perspective, mental health is better than physical health, because if you are good in the mental health, so automatic your physical health would be also better. Only I want to say कि please means do work in your mental health, not your physical health. I'm going to give example, like not example means I want to say for good mental health we have to do many activities, like we have to do exercises, go for the evening walk, morning walk, and we should uh, we should yeah, yeah, and for the and physical health both is the important, but physical health, like in physical health we are fit and fight in the way as well as fit and fight, and in the oh my god, I forget, oh my god, yeah, in weight, in height, everything we are fit in the physical health. And I'm also going in the mental health, like there is many types of problems, and problem coming, like if you are if you are getting the mental health and physical health, so like there are many things like overthinking, overthinking, depression, social condition, and live too alone. So these type of problems come in the mental health. So only if we want to get solution for that, so we should have to listen music and try to spend time with family,
Yeah,
share
30
to
seconds left.
okay, share to with our friends, hang out with our family, and do exercises, yoga, meditation. So it's beneficial for the health. And try to be happy also. If you be happy, so definitely your mental health it would be also better. And one thing I want to also mention, like the handicap, they have also not physical health, but they are good in the mental health, so it is also good example. So that's all I want to mention here, and thanks.
Yeah, Flower.
Yes, Sunanda. So who is
Yeah.
coming from your team now?
Yeah, she really mentioned good points. So from our side, Aditya is going to counter Flower.
Okay, well said, Flower. Like according to my plan, whatever you said, okay, like our controlling power, like you are doing whatever in a job, in a working case, okay. Like you are not physically strong, so your hand will not work properly. Okay, even though you are like mentally strong, you will say, yeah, I will do this work, okay. But your hands, your like, muscles are not working, so you can't. You will have some procrastination thinking. You will say, hey, I will do this work after tomorrow. I will do this work 5 days after 5 days. So in this way you will having lots of work, and one day you will get fall, and you are not do great, and you are not physically strong. But when you are physically strong, yeah, your hands will work properly, okay. You will say, hey, I have like lots of fun. Okay, no issue, fine. I'm physically strong. I can type lots of I have my typing speed is very fast. I'm physically strong. I'm very active and vigilant and very you can say a steel full tilt energy. So your hand and your body all will work properly, and your work will be doing great. Whatever you will do. So that's the thing I wanted to say.
Okay, yeah, nice question. So I want to say कि if it means mental health is more important because our mind is giving the order whatever you want to do. So means our mind is say कि yeah, you have to do. If you are not means already I mentioned that the handicap. So they have not hand means you said कि they have
For
means
this,
you are not good the hand.
I
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yes,
you
Flash,
said
continue.
if you have not a hand means your hand is not working and everything. So yeah, but mind is giving the direction what you have to do. If your mind is if your mind is working properly, so there is no need to miss physical health. But but your physical health is better, and your mind is not working. So what is beneficial for that? So I want to say कि mental health is more
as you
important
gave
than physical health.
Yes, thank you, Aditya and Flower. So we'll be Dinesh. Before moving ahead, I would like to know how many contestants are left from your side.
Yes, from my side, probably. No, I'm sure. Three contestants are still left.
Okay, so I'm done. Like we have only one contestant. So can we repeat? But
Okay. Okay. Meanwhile, let's go with that contestant. Yeah. So who is going to come now?
so Praveen, are you here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Praveen is going to go from our side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks, ma'am,
After
for
this, if any one contestant is interested to repeat again, yeah, it is allowed. Yeah.
So I'm starting, sir. Yes, sir. I am the favor of Team B, and I am starting. Like physical health is way much more better than the mental health. Actually, if our physical health is good, then we can do our daily activities like lifting the goods and do our all the home chores and all the activities by own, and we will not depend on others. And if our actually we are in the age of 20s and 30s, in there we we un, we unwantedly compare ourselves on the base of our body structure and the body mass, and we are aware about how we looks better, how we will look, and how we will present ourselves if our we are physically fit, and then we are very comfortable to present ourselves in front of the society, and this will help us to pop up in the all the activities, daily activities, and as we as we running on the daily basis, it will also beneficial for our cardiovascular, like our heart is actually we will become better day by day on the base of our health, and our health and lungs and breathing process will be very fine day by day, and it will help in all the activities. That's all from my side.
Okay, you are still left with 30 seconds. If you want to add some more points, then you can.
Yeah, actually it is also help us in the if we are very tensed and in the anxiety, then if we do some physical activity and lift the weight in the gym, then there are some liquids which secrete in our body which is beneficial for our body, and it will it will undermine the tensions and the anxiety level of our body, and our bp level is maintained if we do on daily basis. Yeah, this is all from my side.
Thank you. So Dinesh, who is going to counter Praveen?
Yes, from my team, I think Desire, you are here.
Yeah.
Yeah, please try to counter it.
Okay, so Praveen, like I really appreciate your thoughts. So I have a question for you. Like, does physical appearance really matters a lot to live in a society? Because I believe that there are many people who really, doesn't focus on their physical appearance. That means it doesn't matter whether they look good or not. Because I believe that inner beauty and the personality or refreshed mind, stressless mind is much important than a physical appearance, isn't it?
Yeah, I know the physical, some of the person is not in favor of the physical health, but in my opinion it is a first impression, first and the last impression. If you meet anyone person in your life, if he is not like if you meet a very first time, then it depend on you. They will judge you on the base of your body structure and whether you are physically fit or not, and after that they will judge on the base of
Okay,
their
okay. Yeah, I
emotions.
can understand. Yeah, I can understand. But what about, if I talk about a famous,
Um,
well-known scientist like
Desire, your
Stephen
valid
Hawking,
turn is
right?
over.
So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
please,
okay,
please. It
okay.
was a good clash. Yeah, your valid turn is over.
Oh.
Yes. So from my team, Sobi, you are here.
Yeah.
Sobi, you are here. Yeah, please. Go ahead.
First of all, thank you everyone for this opportunity. Mental health is a vital part in everyone's mental peace. So 43.8 million adults experience mental illness each year. Still, we often forget or don't realize how can it affect due to this. How can it affect our peace in our daily routines? Due to this, suicide rates continues to climb among adults, adolescents, and even children. So, our parents or society give importance to physical health only. They don't care about our mental health or and um, mental health can affect a person's peace and even physical health. I'm sure almost everyone of this panel had gone through any of the mental issues once in their life, at least once, like depression, anxiety, stress, memory loss. People give importance to like diseases like cancer, stroke, etc., but they don't care about these aspects of our brain. Our brain is a mystery, but technology still have not yet discovered these or explored these aspects of our brain. Um, in search of this topic, I came across a story where a 16-year girl had an eating disorder. So her parents and even their society thought she would be starving. So made her eat more, but it didn't went right. So yeah, later she on committed suicide. This is not a story, it's actually happened. So people judge on with mental illness or mental health as weak, unlike with other diseases like cancer. People who survive from cancer or stroke, they are supposed to be strong people, but people who are in mental issues or something, they are uh, society make them as weak persons. So, in my opinion, people should understand the fact that mental health is a important uh, is important as physical health. It is a serious condition, and it needs treatment, support, care, and they are not weak at all. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you,
Okay.
Sobi. So,
Yes.
who is coming from your
So,
team now, Sunanda, to counter her?
yes, Ajit will be countering Sobi.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Hello, Sobi. So you talked about mental health and saying that a story, sharing a beautiful story about a girl. But the question to me, to you is, like every person who faces mental health is not because of some sadness or some depression that they went under through, but because of there are so many underlying physical causes also, like obesity or yeah, like or whether it be sitting idle or whatever. So having a better physical body and better physical condition, wouldn't that help them to survive this mental breakdown, if I may call it? Wouldn't that be better to have a better physical health and face these things than having a bad health over that too?
Yeah, actually, I understand the point that physical health is necessary for one to have a good life. But in morning, if I woke up and I don't have the mental peace or mental, I'm not mentally. I'm not mentally okay to do any workout or anything. Then how can I do any physical activities like doing workout or anything? So there are cases in like those who have cancers and that like diseases, and they had overcome it due to their mental strength. So I think mental strength is more important than physical health. Uh, yeah, that's. Thank you for your question. Thank you.
Thank you, Ajit and Sobi.
Yes, Sunanda. So I think your participants are done with their valid turn now, and also two of the participants are not able to join this VC because of some unknown reasons. So I think if anyone is willing to repeat their turn, yeah, it should be allowed. We all are learning, and we should learn even more.
Okay. So from our side, Sanu is going to come.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to start with a quote that has been saying since for so long time is that physical fitness is the first requisite of happiness. And that has been spoken by the Joseph Pellets. And let me tell you guys about Joseph Pellets. He was a psychiatrist. Look at the things. Even that psychiatrist suggests that physical fitness is something which is the way to get the happiness. And happiness is something which we die for. Each and every activities that we perform is the something which motivates us to gain some of the happiness in our life, and that can be interlinked with the physical fitness. Physical activities improves mental health by decreasing and preventing conditions such as anxiety and depressions, and that we can find in our daily life too. Physical since our childhood, when we born, our physical health is only which is been encountering the mental things, because at the beginning time, uh, in the origin, if I talk about mental health is nothing. All we learn by the experience of our fifth sense, and that can be interlinked with our physical sense only. Whatever that mental things know, it's just because our physical experience that we had in our life. So in the origin, we can talk about that physical health or physical activities are the original part of our body, of our life, and mental one is comes with the secondary one. Okay. And being physically active can improve your health. It can help you manage weight, reduces the risk of disease, and that disease can be mental too. Okay, it can also resist your mental activities, and it helps you to improve your mental emotions too. Many people used to go through a lot of emotional dramas and traumas in their days, and by performing any kind of physical activities they feel really refreshed, and that is the reality. Even the psychiatrists used to believe on these particular things. It improves our ability to do everyday activities and all. Since our childhood, mental health, it is says that mental health can be developed just with the physical aspects, as already spoken. Most of the people are already speaking about as is how physical health is being introduced by the mental one. It is same as if we can also counter that, like physical health is something which improves the mental one, and that it discussion doesn't have any kind of consequences. Without going further discussions, I would like to include about the things. Earlier people used to live around 100 years, their life tenure was 100 years, and nowadays it has been decreased just because of 17 years. Why is it happening so? 70 years, why is it happening so? Just because of the physical health. With the mental illness we can live our life, but without the physical ones we cannot. Even though some of the team A's participant included the cancer things and all, that cancer ill is not because of mentality, it's because of the physical defects. Okay, and that all those diseases which makes people die is somehow interlinked with the physical activities only, physical health only, and that we cannot counter at all. Even though we people will just keep saying like a mental health is more important than the physical one, it doesn't have any value points, because people and doctors and medicals people used to believe that. Why most of the students are pursuing medical rather than going for the psychiatrist? Because they know that physical health is being decreasing in India and even another country really drastically, and that needs to be improved. Rather than focusing on the mental one, we'll have to give the priority to the physical ones. Okay, and another thing is that brain does not have any kind of significance of itself. Okay, whatever we learn is just because of these physical ones only. So it's better rather than focusing on the medical ones, rather than focusing on the illness, we'll have to focus on the physical ones, because that is the most primary things that can be have in our life. It even it's in our religious aspects, in our scripture it is says that health is something which can be interlinked with the physical one, not with the mental one. Mental is something which can be harmed by your surrounding, which can be improved by your own activities. But physical health is something which is unbounded with all those things. Okay, it doesn't have any kind of cure. If it's having, so it can be related with the scientific discoveries only. Okay, and that's all I can say about it. I hope I've cleared all those points related, all those, since our teammates have been already speaking a lot of things about it, and even the team A is already speaking a lot of things about mental health and all. But these are the valid points that can be secured, that can be accepted by the scientific forms, and these are the correct things that I already spoke. Even though it wouldn't be a
Okay,
bound for me
Shantanu,
to select either one of them.
time is up.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
So thank you for giving us valid point. Like you said that life expectancy has increased just because of physical health, which is not possible if we'll only focus on mental health. So yes, Dinesh.
Yes. Thank you, Sanu, for turning up once again. So from my team, Silent Boy, you are here?
Yeah, I'm here. So,
Yeah,
Sanu,
please
I
try
had
to
been
counter.
intentionally, yeah, Sanu, bhai, I had been intentionally listening you. You said a statement very, well, you said a very, I can say, discriminative, or I can say unbalanced statement that mental health is nothing. So what does that mean? It is really unbalanced statement, because if you will be sometimes in a market, you will find person who had lost the state of mind. Okay, I can say the normal state of mind, who is unbalanced. He's sometimes called as insane. How can you say the mental health or the mental stability? You can ask to him what is the importance of mental health in his living. Physical health doesn't matter for him. So how can you give such a, I can say, sweeping
Okay,
statement?
Silent Boy, I'll have to tell one thing. All the participants from section A are asking the same kind of questions directly or indirectly. Okay, ask something different. Either you guys are not focusing on the things which we are seeing actually, otherwise you are not having, or you are not having any kind of things to counter the questions. I've already spoken is
I
that
said the
mentality
question
is
out of
something
your statement,
secondary
brother.
thing. I said is
I said the question out of your statement.
Sanu, please let him complete first. Yeah. Sarva, you are
Yeah.
having only few seconds. Please conclude.
Silent boy asked the question.
Yeah, yeah,
Please
yeah.
complete your question. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, whatever I asked him a question, asked him a question out of his, I can say, argument. I didn't ask any, scary question. He said that mental statement is nothing. So I want to answer. Get answer about this question. Sanu.
wait. I didn't speak like mental health is nothing. I used one secondary that you should have focused on, and each and every guys are asking the same kind of questions. Ask something different. Either you guys are not focusing on the things which you are saying, or you guys are not having any kind of valid questions to counter our things.
Sanu, just you have to answer his question. Like whatever he's asking, if you don't have answer, just answer. Like if they are
I
asking the
didn't
same
say.
question,
I
you can
didn't
answer.
say. I didn't say nothing. I
Okay.
didn't say mental is nothing. I just said it is secondary.
Okay. Thank you,
Okay.
both of you. Now we can move ahead. So, Dinesh, who is
Yes,
coming from
Sunanda.
your side?
Yes, Sunanda. So from my side, Mukesh, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. Am I audible, guys, clearly?
Yeah. Yeah, you are perfectly audible. Please go ahead.
Okay, thanks. Good evening, all. Thanks for giving me opportunity to speak in front of you. Okay, I'm favoring actually mental health matters. How those who are supporting physical health, let me tell them, just visit mental asylum, then you will get there are so many people who are physically fit, but just because they are mentally weak or disabled, they are there. I don't know by like on which point you're supporting physical health, and it's a priority. And some like Sanu just said that mental health is a secondary. I think he's not getting point. It's a 21st century where like we are living the era of technology, and technology comes from creative minds. For that we need mentally fit, not a physical fit. There are so many people who are physically fit, but just because they are not mentally fit, they are in mental asylum, or they are like say society are not accepting them. What kind of youth we are expecting? We are expecting the youth who are like do we really expecting the youth who are mentally weak but physically fit? What is the use of that youth? Do we expect a soldier like who's having gun in his hand, and he is not even able to shoot the enemy just because he is not physically fit, or like sorry, just because he is not mentally fit? There are so many millions of examples. I just want to ask you a simple questions. You discuss so many theoretical things. I want practical solution, and I want just practical answers. Don't give me that all like whatever you read somewhere and you're saying here. Just I have so many examples of people who are like physically physically that they are disabled, or like mentally they are too much strong, still they got succeed. Okay, we all know Ira Singhal. She was the UPSC topper. Like she was physically disabled. Okay, she was not physically fit. She cracked the patient. She became an IAS and leading the nation. Okay, there are one more example. We all heard the name Arunima Sinha. Okay, she was like literally disabled. Like someone like robbers thrown her off of the train just because she was not giving her golden chain to them. Then after that, she's like she was like mentally too strong. She decided to do I will do something different than this, and she was the first woman amputee who claimed Mount Everest. Okay, it's like much because she was mentally strong, not physically. Physically she was disabled when she like didn't have her leg too. One more example, we all know that like who was the scientist of the century, and his name was Stephen Hawking.
Try to
Okay,
conclude.
no,
Few
actually
seconds left.
no. Okay, none of his body part was working. Still, he discovered the theory of black hole. If you really have valid point, just give me one example who became successful, although she was mentally weak but physically strong. If you really have some valid point, ask me and came with the person who became successful, although like he is a mentally weak but physically strong. That's it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Mukesh. Such a strong point on this topic. Yes. So, Sunanda, who is going to come from your team now to counter him?
Yes. So I would like to invite Kaushal.
You have told many stories and all that, but you might be also knowing about that there is 14 billion population in India, and there are exceptions who are from whom you are taking these stories and telling here. But we are talking about the normal people. We are talking about the whole population. We don't have to take some exceptions. We don't have to take some people who are doing all that stuff. We have to take the whole country together. We have to think about the normal people. We have to think about the people who are getting depressed by obesity, who are getting fat, who are not physically fit, who are getting many diseases because they are not physically fit. So don't you think that you are just talking about some exceptions? You are not talking about the normal people.
I think you didn't get my point. I just said you those like we are discussing on the topic whether like which is matters, mental health matters or physical health matters. The thing is, if you are physically unfit, then also you become successful. But if you are mentally weak, you never be a successful person in your life. That's it.
Talking about
Yes,
the exceptions. Talk about the normal people.
Okay,
yes,
Kaushal.
Kaushal, you cannot recounter. Yeah. Yes, it was a very good clash. So, Sunanda, who is going to come from your team now? She has to repeat. Yeah.
From my side, Ajit is going to.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Like the today's topic is not about which is more important, whether it is health, mental health, or physical health. The question is which is more important, and I have to side with physical health. And let me borrow the example one of my opposite fellow debater gave. He said that our human body is like a computer. It has many parts like CPU, motherboard, RAM, memory, etc., etc. But the most important part of it is being the software or OS. We call it that runs it. But my question is simple. Let it be the world's smartest, fastest OS or artificial intelligence. What is it useful without a proper, powerful, efficient hardware? Without a hardware, a software is nothing. It is nothing. And we have seen that many of my opposition counters that there are people who succeeded because of mental health. They have scored high in exams. They have found theory of relativity, even though their body was paralyzed. But the main thing that you guys are missing is that you are confusing mental health with intelligence. They were all intelligent people. They may not be mentally fit. They may be going through depression. They may have other mental deficiencies, but they were intelligent. And intelligence is not a sign of mental health. Let it be. There are many people in the history itself who are very high IQs. That means they are very highly intelligent, but they were mentally weak. They had mental issues. They were in mental asylums. You can he said that you can find mentally physically strong people in mental asylums. You can also find intelligent, so hyper successful people in the mental asylum also. It doesn't mean that being intelligent equate to being mentally strong. And the same thing goes for and the other thing is that if you when a person is going through depression or sadness, or he needs an effective channel to disperse these negative feelings or negative mental states. And there comes the importance of a healthy body. If he has a healthy body, he can more efficiently work, more efficiently dissipate, or more efficiently work out these mental issues. Think of a person who is going through depression, going through any kind of mental illness, memory loss, whatever it is. And what if his body is also giving up? Where will he find happiness? Take a condition of a person who is going through a bad breakup. I'm giving the basic example for our age group. Going through a bad breakup, if we don't even have a healthy body, how are we going to positively channel these negative emotions? We can go work out, we can go for a run, we can go for a walk, we can exercise, we can go for a martial arts, we can improve ourselves, we can concentrate on ourselves. If we don't have a healthy body, how are we going to concentrate on ourselves rather than these negative thoughts, negative emotions? And before concluding that, I want to emphasize on the points that I'm going to make, that our body is like a computer, then no matter how smart or how fast the operating system is, if you don't have a good CPU, a good motherboard, a good memory storage device, then it is not of no use. We are just crippling our abilities. And here comes the second point I want to emphasize, that intelligence is not a sign of mental health. And there are maybe many physically successful people who became successful. Example, Sushant Singh Rajput. He was very physically fit, but he was mentally weak. It doesn't mean that you cannot be successful just because you are physically fit or just because you are mentally fit. Doesn't matter. If you have a physically strong body, then the chances of attaining a healthier mental attaining a higher level of mental healthiness is possible, and it supports it, and the studies supports it. So if you ask me which is more important, the physical health or mental health, I have to side with mental health, because physical health, because the journey to a good mental health only starts if you have a good physical health, which allows your body or your mind to be at full potential. Thank you.
Thank you, Ajit, for giving your valid points. So over to you, Dinesh.
Yes. So from my side, to counter him, Vishal, you are here? Vishal, you are here? Okay. Silent Boy, you are here? Silent Boy.
Okay, I'm going to.
Yeah, Desire, yeah, please.
Okay, Ajit. So as you mentioned that Sushant Singh Rajput was successful and he was suffering from mental disorders, and I mean he was completely depressed, right? So as you told, there like in mental asylum there are many people who all are successful, but still they are having mental problems. So don't you think that mental health is necessary? Like, don't you think that we should focus on our mental health, because we are already fit, right? So we should focus on mental health, so we will be able to handle our situation, right? So what do you think about that?
That's a very good question, but I think there was a misunderstanding, that I'm not saying the Sushant Singh Rajput example as a good example. I was saying the example that your side gave as a bad example. And when it comes to your question, already starts with yes, we have if we have a healthy body, then we can have a good mental health. That's exactly my point. If we have the healthy body, that comes first. Healthy body has to come first. Then only you can start building a healthy mindset or a healthy mental health. You can start building on mental health. That's exactly the point I wanted to make, and thank you for clarifying it.
Thank you, both of you. So Dinesh, is someone coming from your side?
Yes. Vishal, you are here? I think there is some network issue with him. Vishal, you are here? It's your turn now. You are the final one. Last call. Vishal, you are here? Okay, Sunanda, I think we should conclude this round now, and we are done with this round.
Okay. So now we have to move to the next.
Yeah, Sunanda,
We have to move to the next round.
Before moving ahead to the next round, please once again tell the rules of the next round.
Okay. So the second cycle, there is an open debate where two members from each team would come forward and they have to discuss openly for 10 minutes. And after that, we'll be moving to concluding points. So yes. So who are the two people coming from your side, Dinesh?
Yes, everyone was so good. It's hard to choose two, but we have to. It is the rule of the game. Yeah, rule of the debate. So, from my side, Silent Boy and Desire.
Okay. So from team B, Rohit and Kaushal, they are going to counter you all.
Yeah, Rohit, Kaushal, Silent Boy, and Desire.
Yes.
Yeah, please
Kaushal, are
come
you
up.
here? So Kaushal, are you here?
Let's start. You all have 10 minutes. Please try to keep your points in short words so that others can also get so many turns.
Okay, Kaushal, time starts now. So I have a question for you. What about a person who is physically strong but mentally bad? He do have no social sense. He harasses girl in the market. He sometimes do drug peddling. Means he don't have that kind of sense, that social sense. He has a well-built body, but he don't have that kind of sense. How what you call him? Don't you think that mental stability is the, I can say, the foremost requirement before that physical fitness?
It was the silliest question I have ever heard, because you might be knowing that a person who is very physically fit will be mentally fit and will cope up with the situation, and there would be no chaos, and he will definitely get out of the situation with the help of his conscious and subconscious mind.
So I fail to understand your logic. Don't you think that people with disabilities, they are not physically fit, but they are running the whole world? They are just running, they are turning the table. What kind of logic you are giving? A physically fit, the goons had been proved that they are physically fit, but they don't have mental sense. Mental sense comes out of books. Mental sense comes out of meditation. Mental sense comes out of prayer, books, attitude. This is not the contribution of physical fitness. What kind of logic you are giving? Give me a single point, prove it scientifically, I will just accept it. But you are giving a statement in an hour. Just prove it once. And if you do have any question, you can ask me. I think you don't have, because you are empty. You don't have any question to ask. I sense so.
Okay, bro, nice.
Bro,
But
maintain the
if you are
decorum. You don't have anything to say, and what you can reply? You can only laugh, because the people
Let
who
me
are empty
speak.
inside, they will only
Let me.
laugh. You are laughing. You are not replying. Just to be genuine to your point, because you don't have. You are not completely perfect.
Guys, wait, please.
Let
we are not only for debate. We have a culmination. So
Sir,
please,
this person
continue.
Yeah.
Don't waste the time of debate. Let's continue.
He is laughing. He is laughing. He is not replying. He don't have anything to say. Still, I am waiting. It's only 10 minutes.
Okay, brother, if you are talking about the person who are not physically fit but are mentally fit, there are some exceptions, and you have to accept that. But there are many cases. If you talk about the normal people, let me speak first. Then I will give you a chance. If you are talking about the normal people, we are not talking about the exceptions. We have to take the whole country. We have to take whole world. We have to take the whole people. We can't do with the 100 people or 200 people or 2,000 people or 2 lakhs people. We are having a lot of population in the world, so we have to consider all of them. But we are doing in this debate, like you are telling about some exceptions, like who are not physical fit but mental fit. I don't think that it is no sense that we are talking about some section of people. So we should talk about the larger section, or larger, or the whole people. So I don't think that that makes any sense.
So you are talking what exception I'm talking about? I'm talking about the people with disability. Do you think they are not the integral part of the society? They are not the part of society. Do you think in that way? Then you are the discriminative number first, I can say, because they have been created by God. They are called the most blessed people. They are the most mentally strong people. How you can take an exception? Because when you talk about equality, then every human being is mentally equal. How you can talk about an exception? Do you think in that sense obesity is an exception?
So Silent Boy, tell me that the persons who are mentally fit but are not physically fit and gets any disease, gets any obesity, gets any disease like cancer. So what about that? So who is liable for that? The person who is listen first. The person who is mentally fit but not physically fit, who is liable for that? He's getting disease, he's getting sugar, he's getting BP. So who is liable for that?
It's a matter of quality life, not quantity life. Quantity is the psychology, quantity is the ideology of 19th century. 21st century talks about you do have just 50 years in this world, just live that life with quality. It talks about quality, not quantity. Maybe you have only less time in this world, but you can live with pride. You can have such a name in this world if you are mentally strong. That the world after you will remind you that this is the example created by many such legends who are physically weak, but they proved it by their mental strength. That is called the approach. So you have to accept the fact that mental strength comes first, physical strength comes back, because you don't have anything to say.
Brother,
please mute this, Rohit. He's not the part of discussion.
Brother,
I'm requesting the host.
We are not here only for debate.
Sir, please.
We need to culmination.
I know what I'm.
Sorry to interrupt. Please be polite while talking to others. Yeah, please be polite.
Yeah, brother.
I don't think I have used anything wrong here, but Rohit is interfering. Please, sir, take care of it. Either you send the next participant if you do have, because I don't think that person have any substantive material to say.
Brother,
just wait a minute, Rohit. Tell me that if a person is having sugar and he is mentally strong and he dies, so what? Who is liable for that? Just give me that answer.
Yeah, I will answer you, because it is because of the reason that it's called that prevention is better than cure. If you are learned, if you are more knowledgeable, you will take prevention. You will not consume more sugar. So that is why it's called be first educated, be first mentally strong, then just stress on your physique. Because mental strength, if you have mental strength, you do have a parallel approach towards life. You have an equilibrium in your life. If you are not mentally strong, you will do physical fitness and you will be a curse on society. To disturb the society, you will be a what we call as scorpion in society.
Okay, silent boy, you are saying that if people have a mindset to be healthy, but you know that what is happening with most of the people, they have the mindset, but still they are not able to be good in health.
I'm not listening to you. You are talking. What is the decorum? What kind of decorum you are maintaining? Rohit, you only say brother. You don't have anything. I can sense you don't have anything.
I'm listening you from a long time, so you have to stop. So, brother,
who are you?
One of the person.
But Rohit, you mentioned that. Earlier you mentioned that you are talking about the whole world, whole population. So, what about those people who are living in the? Who are suffering from mental illness, mental disorders, and if I talk about schizophrenia, which is untreatable disease, right? So, what will think about that, right? So, they have that mental disorders, and they are not able to cure for that. Listen, and you told you are not. Listen, you told we are talking about the whole population. So are not they are including? You are not including those people on all those population. What do you think about that?
Okay.
You told you were talking about the whole population, and are not they part of that population?
We are appending to chance to learn something new. Why are you shouting? Wait, I'm saying.
I am not shouting. Wait. I'm just giving a relevant point regarding this topic.
We have to talk about our surrounding rather than any exception. So you said that Stephen Hawking or Arunima. So one of the person who mentioned before, Arunima, at least he can't survive if any people don't meditate, take her up to the hospital, because she was that time not physically healthy. So why you forget these things that time? If let's take an example, if a person who is handicapped without hands and feet, that time that person can't survive anymore, because of they are totally on the other person. They have to do something, because if you are very hungry, that time you have to need to other person, because you are handicapped, you are without feet and hands. So how can you survive yourself that time? This is question for you. So yeah, we are here.
So listen, Rohit, there are many people. If I talk about this society,
wait, please maintain the decorum. You guys are doing very well. So please maintain the decorum at the time when someone is speaking. So you don't have to in the mid of the conversation.
From your team, someone interrupted.
Please be on the point, everyone. 3 minutes left.
Because you are talking about the people who are disabilities.
Guys, 30 seconds are left now.
They have been blessed by the God with disabilities. You are ignoring those people. You are talking about the people with disability. And I don't think they deserve. They are the part and parcel of society. There are international organizations are claiming special connections for them. You can't deny them. Every country has basic duty
you are
on the part
totally
by
off
the
the mark.
international authorities. They have to frame
Brother,
laws for them. So mental
brother,
stability comes, and they
you
have
are
proved it.
totally off the mark. You are totally off
I'm
the
not,
mark.
or you are taking the issue of disabilities with people with
No,
disabilities. I'm
brother.
scolding you.
What
You will not
what I
listen.
asked you
Silent boy,
before you.
silent boy, speak slowly, please. We are unable to understand what you are trying to say.
Yeah. So you have
You
to
won't
make your point
understand.
in a concise
It's
Yes.
way.
your
You have to
problem,
make.
not my
Listen,
problem, my friend.
listen. We all know that today's youth is going with the depression, and we all know that 43% who are getting depressed in the world
Okay, what is the
who
reason for
are due to
depression?
due to obesity, due to the
What is the
obesity,
reason of
and
depression?
you
What is the reason of
listen first.
depression?
You
You
might
raised the
also
question. What is the
listen,
reason
brother.
for depression?
Listen
Depression
first.
is because of
Because
mental
they
illness.
are because they're
Running out of
comparing their
time,
self.
and now it's time for conclusion.
Stability.
So you guys are getting 30 seconds to conclude it.
You might also be knowing that the person who are physically fit are having less chances to be depressed. He is mentally fit. If the person is physically fit, he is mentally fit. But it is not that fact that if a person is mentally fit, will definitely sure be physically.
I appreciate you guys. You make your points very
Because of
well.
their
So
knowledge,
please maintain the
because of
decorum. Yeah.
physical fitness.
Yes.
Mr. Gonzalez, is because of their mental
Maybe you
stability,
heard
because of
about
their learning.
maybe you heard about a quote. Please
So
correct me if
time
I
is
am
up.
wrong.
I don't know, Rohit,
Now,
which way you are,
guys,
what you are talking.
people
Healthy
Okay,
mind
but
can
I
live.
believe that a healthy mind
yourself.
leads
A
to a
healthy
healthy
mind
body,
can
right?
live. Yeah, a healthy mind can live in a healthy body.
Yes.
Yes.
So, yeah, Sunanda.
Okay. So
Time is
now
over,
it's a
and
conclusive. Yeah.
yeah, this
Now
is
we
the
have
round
reached
to
to
have
the
conclusion.
conclusion. Yeah. So we are going to call one member from team A and one member from team B, and they are going to speak the conclusive lines for 1 minute.
Yes. So, from my team, I will like to call Priya to conclude things. Priya, are you here?
Yes.
Yes.
So at
Yeah.
last, can I start?
Yeah, please start. You only have a minute.
Okay. So at last, I want to conclude that Stephen Hawking survived, although his none of body part of working. He is only do what they are mentally prepared, not by physically. And yes.
Okay. Thank you,
Okay.
Priya.
You.
Yes.
So
Yes.
are you done?
Yes, Sunanda. So,
Yes. So from team B, Ajit will be concluding.
Hello, guys. When we talk about mental health and physical health, it's like yin and yang. They both need to go hand in hand to make a person complete. As both sides raise the points, there are people who didn't succeed because they were not mentally fit. There were people who didn't succeed because they were physically weak. And if you take out if you leave out more exceptions and take out the larger picture, and most of the people who have succeeded in the world, they had a somewhat balance between mental health and physical health, and that is something that we all should aspire to achieve, because without mental health, physical health is a waste, and without physical health to support the mental fortitude that you have, it will also be going to be wasted. So the conclusion that we should all derive from this debate, it should be that it is equally important to work on our physical as well as our mental. That is the conclusion that I could grasp from the both ferocious sides debates, and the debaters made me realize that the both are equally important, and our aspiration should be to achieve both of them in a balanced state. Thank you.
Yes,
Yes.
thank
Thank you,
you,
Ji.
both of you.
So Dinesh, would you like to speak something?
Yeah, I would like to speak on this, and I would like to conclude from my team side also. Uh, See, I would be more of a balance. Uh, Mental health is just as important as physical health, or you can say physical health is just as important as mental health. Your mental health and physical health is more important than your education. Better to have a degree of sanity and fitness than just a degree. So, yeah. So taking care of
Yes.
your mental and physical health is just as important as any career activity. If you have any goals, you should also take care of your mental and physical health at the same time. Not only you should be just having your focus to get success in your life, and even if you are having so many responsibilities, but it doesn't means that you are not looking after your mental and physical health both. Yeah, thank you. So, yes, Sunanda, what's your take?
Yes, I completely agree with what Dinesh said. Both are very much important for human to survive, and both have their own importance. The person who focuses more on their mental health, we can see the things that are in front of us, the development in technology, the space systems, and all those things. It is just because of the mental health, just because of these development in our mind. We can see that Aryabhatta, one of the greatest one of the greatest mathematician of India, has came into existence. And if we talk about physical health, there are a lot of Olympic game winners. They are into these things, and because of which our country is run. Because of the thing like various monuments like Taj Mahal and all those things have been made just because person has that capability that they did such things. So both have their own importance, both play a very crucial role in our life. And yeah, it was really a wonderful session. And like I would like to thank all the admins and the participants and also the audience who have been over here since a long time, and they have been there until the debate had been ended. And I would also like to thank English learners for conducting such a beautiful sessions, and also the admins for maintaining the decorum of the session. Yes, thank you so much.